Obviously, he can get some extra move speed out there, but no dashes for him. The Yuumi very easy to lock up if she's sitting on top of that Jhin. And a single EQ combo or a hook from this Pyke might be enough to start the snowball rolling for Hanwha Life.
I really feel that PSG's composition is very much about trying to attack the side lanes. We already saw it at the beginning of the day from T1, whereas Hanwha Life are looking to try and dominate the bot side of the map. They have pretty strong team fighting tools. I will say that PSG's poke is quite good with things like the LeBlanc, but it's this Gwen that really I'll be keeping my eyes on, because the scaling threat that this Gwen can offer can be monumental. And even, remember, Gwen is immune. It can be problematic for an Azir, because depending on how she spaces and how she uses that W skill, you can't even dodge away from that and then still get on top of the Azir. So can definitely be a lethal threat coming into this game, but we'll see how well PSG can enable their top side. Can they set up Hanabi to be one of the big carries, or will Hanwha Life look to dominate using their Draven Pyke 2v2 bot lane?
Onto summoners with their jungler on the bottom side of the map and force River to be on the top side. They can look for plays like this. The level 2 dive TP coming in. Unify's going to flash away. Vista looking for the damage, but he missed the hook. Will miss the stun as well. River, that was not who I was expecting to TP in, as Deft uses the heal to keep himself alive. River getting chased down. Flash forward. One more auto will be enough, but River gets the heal out of Unified. Chase down, there we are. Willa in the end with the martial cadence will get kind of to do with the AD carry meta as well, right? Varus, Ezreal, if you can just farm, and Ziggs as well, you just farm from long range. It's like, well, I don't need to be here to protect you, so you can farm and I'll go do other things on the rest of the map.
Well, that's the thing that surprises me, because like, as you see in this game, it's a Draven game, so you want to play around bot, so I'm not surprised that we're seeing
flash. Let's see if they can escape. Death pushing in the wave of the whirling. Death comes back, Willa takes the kill. No adoration stacks for you today, Death.
Very cleanly done. Willa still looking for more here.
Dead.
Yes, he is.
Double TV's coming out as well, and this could be a 4v2 in the bottom lane, still in favor of Hanwha Life. Morgan, a little bit late to the party, but keeps Hanabi from going in.
Fair play to him. Good fancy feet there to be able to navigate around that one. And look at this. 40 CS lead in the top lane. You know, I know that more... I'll take this one.
Excuse me.
So you can have the next one.
Which one of us is the jungler? Yeah. Get flank TP'd. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Double TP coming in. River and Hanabi on their way. Chovy's going to try and get away. Does still have the flash. Now path coming down, but Chovy is...
The 200 CS that is coming out from Chovy will mean that he's still probably ahead in gold of Maple, even though he is, you know, dead.
It does almost come back here. Chovy just a little bit overextended. Didn't respect the double TP from the jungle top duo. Pretty easily dashes. There's the exhaust final chapter coming out. Flash away, but Chovy's still rooted. Puts down the Sun Disc, and the Emperor's Divide will keep them at bay for the moment. Hanabi going in, and Maple with the TP behind secures the kill. Dashes back underneath the Sun Disc. One tower, two shots. Doesn't quite take the third, is able to survive. Cataclysm coming out. Maple dodges it straight back into the waiting arms of Chovy. 1 for 1 so far in this fight. Morgan eats a couple of the curtain calls. Willa forced down towards the bottom side. Morgan low, Willa low as well. Hanabi just in the middle of them all. The shutdown from Unified, the long range snipe is enough, and PSG win the fight in the bottom lane.
And I love what we're seeing though at now. Hanwha want to go on the attack.
Hanabi is very strong and is immune for the start of this. He dives back, the needle work, take your vaccinations. Hanabi still falls as River looks to dive in onto Morgan. Rake coming back, Shadow Assault gets 1, gets 2 as Willa falls. 2 for 2 so far in this trade. Vista coming in from the side as well. Hops down the Ignite Bone Skewer. Will connect, and there's the kill. Chovy takes it.
And you can see PSG that they're just running down bot lane rather than trying to trade something else on the map. It was a bit of an awkward situation for PSG on the map, because it seemed like Maple and Unified had just gone back to base, and this should guarantee Hanwha Life another dragon, but no junglers.
Final chapter going out there, a bit miscoordinated. Whirling Death used as well. Unified trying to dash away with the Gale Force. Maple goes back in, that's the clone.
Oh, I got baited, I got baited.
Vista doesn't have ultimate either, so it's all good.
I really looked at that and I'm like, oh, he's dead. Oh!
He is dead.
He is dead, called it.
256 now?
Oh no, only 256. But it's still a huge loss. And Deft had all of his summoners up, so he was not expecting that level of burst to come through. Now, the scare. Ooh, Vista, I don't know if I agree with this.
Gonna get rooted with the deadly flash, and Vista's dead. Kaiwing takes it. And now Willa has to run for the hills.
It's just, yeah, mistake after mistake coming through from Hanwha right now. River now on the chase.
Willa's going to try and get away, but River's still on the chase with the Shadow Assault. Willa slowed up just enough. Goredrinker will hit him, but there he goes. River now caught under the tower. The creeps are blocking him. And Deft could just look for these auto attacks. One more would be enough. There's the stopwatch. Kaiwin looking for the auto attack into the shield, into the heal, and he manages to keep him alive, but not for long enough, and Kaiwin will fall in the end. Shut down over
0-2. Meanwhile, Hanwha, if they can get this win, they cement themselves in the group, as we see Morgan in some...
Yeah, Morgan's dead.
Morgan is, in fact, dead. Good damage. They want Drake. Oh,
Maple
that's good
Morgan.
damage.
Morgan's dead! Holy... I don't think any of us expected that amount of damage from Morgan. Very squishy with the Ravenous Hydra, and the Triforce doesn't really have much tankiness at all. TP coming in from Chovy, the shortest TP you'll see today, but he's going to join this fight. Hanabi jumps off towards the back of the wall, and here's the final chapter. And there's nice. Willa locked up, and Willa tries to flash away Starrick's shield, saving him for the moment, but Hanabi is still on the chase. Off towards the top side, Chovy dodging away from the curtain call. Vista low, he's down. Maple takes him once again, another route connects, and Hanabi's diving under the towers. The shutdown will come down. Death falls, Willa's going to follow shortly after. Chovy chased, raked up, River jumps across the wall. He will survive, and now PSG, 5 members alive to 1, can turn to the Baron.
Beautifully played team fight from PSG. The way in which they utilized that pick onto Morgan to turn it into a team fight. Hanabi going over the wall with the Yuumi to then lock down Willa, to then separate Hanwha Life and chase them down. Just excellent execution. PSG will secure themselves the Baron. They have 4 members bot, Hanabi in mid. No one can fight Hanabi.
Willa rooted, there's the curtain call coming out. Willa's forced away, Maple dodges in. Looking for the damage, Deft eating a couple of shots, and Unify threads the needle, goes full. 4th seed from the LCK will back away. PSG will take their 3rd Dragon of the game as we continue in this slugfest between these two teams. It started off very slow, but PSG been able to find pick after pick after pick after pick. Hanabi diving in onto Morgan, who has the GA. Willa low, pops the stopwatch down towards the bottom side. Maple actually chunked out quite a bit. Morgan exhausted here. Maple's going to have to dodge away from this one. Cataclysm coming out. Willa dives in. Hanabi dives onto the back line. Morgan forced away. Kernan calls. And he looked for the shots. 1, 2, 3 goes wide. And a 4! Oh, you can
it's the mid to late game where this guy really contributes to his team. He's one of the big damage dealers, and he is stepping up. Hanabi being attacked. PSG can just see this as an opportunity to break into the base.
I mean, Willa almost dies. The chains go wide. He does die in the end as Hanabi takes him with stopwatch popped here. And Hanabi looking to dodge out of this one, healing up with the Riftmaker as much as he can. GA already popped his Hexagol Maiden, has been used by Morgan. And Morgan in the midst of 4. No escape for him. Inhibitor still alive in the bottom lane, but not for long, you have to feel. PSG now pushing in. 4 members strong. Chovy has respawned. Has the flash, has the stopwatch, has the Emperor's Divide, has a plethora of options at his...
Because they were forced to use it to try and get into their own jungle, and that vision line you were talking about is now in PSG's favor. The TP's coming through. Let's hope that PSG don't flip this.
Yeah, Willa's in a good position. EQ combo not able to get in there in time. Baron secured, and immediately they dive in. Hanabi on the backline. Curtain call is opened up as Depth has to run for the hills already. Morgan is down. Chovy, Emperors divides it, but those soldiers aren't bodyguarding you for long. Once again, Chovy falls, and PSG are looking for this win. Deft chunked out by the Yuumi. He tries to flash away, tries to get the damage down, but the Whirling Death just isn't enough to work its way through PSG. Vista and Death, the only 2 players left alive. River's already TP'd in. The Nexus in his sights as PSG look to take a win here against Hanwha Life. Maple chasing Vista out. Death unable to get back to the base, and PSG will open their scoreboard here with a win over Hanwha Life.
A much needed win.